Hi Cancer, and welcome to your general reading for the 5th to the 29th. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and possibly cross-watcher in Cancer. And it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. As always, never ever try to make it fit if it doesn't. I'm going to look into your recent past, present energies, and immediate future using playing cards and tarot. Let's just get to it. Remember, please like, subscribe if you like this. The channel's brand new, I would appreciate the support. I'm also starting doing free readings here. I'm definitely doing it throughout July, possibly also in August, most likely also August. Keep an eye out for that. I just created an Instagram account where I'm gonna post when I'm gonna go online. You can follow that, or you can just keep an eye out, alright? This is a weekly reading, so I'm still trying to get into this idea that I'm not supposed to solve any problems with the weekly readings. That's for your monthly reading. Let's just it's a check-in, alright? Remember, future energies are always energies we can change. That's why these readings are here. They're here for inspiration. Nothing is set in stone. That's why tarot is nothing about prediction. It's about, you're creating your own future. So what we're dealing with here, first and foremost, is what is going on here? No, sorry, it's not you. It's the entire pattern of all the zodiacs we are dealing with. Well, stability. I was just about to call you Taurus. I'm seeing you being very stable in yourself, to be honest, and you are possibly very focused on cutting out all kind of confusions that no longer serve you, putting an end to that so you can create stability. I see you taking charge, to be honest. I see you taking charge of a situation here. Let's pull out some tarot. These playing cards are here to give me context. It's quite beneficial when I'm doing general readings, I found out. Definitely in your recent past there's most definitely some kind of energy it was an energy that was kind of draining you from energy. There could have been something going on behind your back, alright? Just look into it. I'm seeing someone here holding on to someone they hold dear. They're holding on to them. Probably, let's just take this as a love situation, right? I'm seeing a communication coming in here. Most definitely in terms of you are very, very curious. Cancer, you are incredibly curious about knowing what happened. If something in the past, you have a sense that something happened behind your back, you're very, very curious in knowing about it. But not to the extent that it might be, well, that would be the challenge here let's dive into it. Do not let it take over in the wrong way. Always stay optimistic. Some of you may be in a bit of a situation where you are a bit distrusting, alright? A bit distrusting. It could also be someone here doing this to you, not trusting you. So in your recent past you have the 9 of... Just want to pull that action. Just want a little bit of context here. For some reason I did that. In your recent past you have the 9 of Wands with the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands also. I see you being in a situation where you were defending some kind of home environment, to be honest. Or you were possibly keeping... You could also have been... Hold on. Holding on is kind of a theme here, right? Holding on, pushing away. I'm seeing someone here possibly wanting to meddle in a situation in your past here. They could have intervened, brought in a lot of disappointment. Cancer, oh God. Hold on. Let me just clarify this Knight of Cups here. I'm getting a very specific situation of a cancelled wedding right now. A cancelled wedding because someone here did not have the strength to say no. It's clarified by the Death, Strength and the Chariot. Yeah. I'm just sensing a lot of confusion in your past, a lot of confusion that kind of took a toll on your confidence in faith in how to move forward, right? You could have subconsciously sensed that something here was going on in a connection. You could have been married and you had a feeling that someone here was not, they were not as invested in this as you. You could have even been planning a wedding. Some of you could have been planning a wedding. And suddenly someone just withdrew from you. They just withdrew from you. Something was going on behind your back. You knew. You knew. So it brought in a lot of disappointment. It also brought in a lot of drama to this home that you've been in, right? This is in the past, alright? But there was secrecy here. There was secrecy. In your present energies, you have 10 of Cups with the Page of Swords and the Chariot again. Right. Let me just look into this Page of Swords. Remember, the roles can be vice versa. I'm definitely picking up on this. Well, finances are important to you, there's no doubt about it, but oh god, that's just, you take it as it goes, right? I'm seeing movement here, I'm seeing movement, but I'm also seeing a lot of conflict. I'm seeing someone here, as I said, someone here wanting to know. Someone here wanting to know about what happened. Something here is like, it's resurfacing, and you want to know about this ending that happened. It's like, are we in Neptunian retrograde? It's like there was this, yeah, you may have reconciled with someone, you do take it as it is, but it's just this wanting to sit down and say, alright, I actually want to know. I kind of want to know what went down here. And I do see a conversation about it. For some of you, it's because if you were feeling a little bit defensive, you were feeling defensive and you are actually pushing. Basically what I'm seeing here for a theme for this week is two people having a conversation. Someone here, it's possibly someone who have reconciled, right? But, and you could be planning some kind of wedding, I picked up on that before, but someone here is a bit defensive and they want to have a conversation about something that happened here in the past. Because that energy is still here, and it's kind of it's like a disease, right? Think of it as not disease, like dwindling. It's like eating up the happiness that are supposed to be on the surface. This subconscious need to know, and it's actually bringing a bit of a disharmony to a family dynamic here. But it's not something serious, not terrible. It's just this. I kind of want to know. What happened here. Let's have a conversation about it. And it's also a conversation so that it doesn't happen in the future, right? Cancer, if this is you doing it, I don't think that your partner expected you to do this. But it is this confusion here about what happened, how something came to an end. It's like, in order for you, the two of you here, to put this finally to rest, there's a need to have a conversation about it. And if you're not in a actually in a commitment with someone, it is still, I do sense it a lot, that you are connected to someone, but there's something here you want to talk about it. You don't want to pretend it didn't happen. In your immediate future, you get the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the World card here. Hold on. Let me just clarify this 9 of Pentacles here. Cancer, I think I picked up on this in another reading for you, didn't I? Where someone could have been coming back and there's a need here to defend. I think for some of you there's a situation where something is returning to this dynamic, and there's a need to have a conversation. Someone here is possibly trying to push it away. Someone here there's a need to have a proper conversation. She's clarified by the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. And it's like the same toxicity is coming here. For some of you, there's this is a loving relationship. There's an ex keeping tabs, and they want to kind of mess up a little bit for whatever reason. For some of you, I'm just getting this third party. It's not something cheating or anything. It's just someone here wanting to intervene for some reason. I'm also getting a strong feminine energy that's a bit I'm getting the sense of a masculine energy that's a bit afraid of losing his feminine. Alright, let me just pick up here. I see confusion finally being put to rest, right? It's finally being put to rest. Something here is, there's going to be a clear communication about something. Yeah, clear communication. The communication that there's a need here to have some kind of communication. Something here is bugging you, Cancer. Something here is bugging you. And you need to know the truth. Or you feel as though you're needing to have the truth because you're possibly bickering. You're bickering in this connection here, and it's actually eating away of this otherwise strong connection that you have. It's creating this defense mechanism, alright? Is there some kind of advice for Cancer? It's just weekly, alright? It's just weekly. It's not the end of anything. Cannot stress this enough. What I'm just getting basically is an energy of let's talk. Let's talk. If you want to have the heavier energies, look for the monthly readings. There's more going on in those. These are just check-ins, alright? Advice. Angel of Balance and the Broken Heart and the 5th chakra. Yeah, hold on. What I'm sensing here is, well, we already had action here, right? It's time to take action. There's maybe some kind of action that has not been taken for a long time, that maybe a need to, this kind of conversation. It's a conversation that needs to be had, alright? And there's a need here for some kind of balance in your life. Let me see on this. I see a situation here where, because there's not a clear communication, possibly some kind of truth is being held back. Possibly because someone here is afraid that what would this truth actually, if I just spoke my mind, what would happen here? But because something here is not being said, it has to do with some kind of broken, some kind of pain. Someone here, because this heart chakra, because you feel as though you can't speak, you don't feel safe to speak, you're starting to create all fantasies. These two need to be in balance, because otherwise it's going to create these illusions. I think this third party that I created, that could possibly be this kind of fear of illusions. If it was there, not there, because it was kind of wishy-washy. All I'm sensing here for this week, if you feel so, Cancer, if you feel as though you need to sit down and have a conversation about something from the past, you feel, alright, we moved on past it, yeah, is it coming back? Is it coming back with this retrograde? Is it nagging at you? Speak up. No need to be, how can I say, judgmental about it. It's just kind of if you feel that you need to speak up, just tell the truth. It's important, and if your partner loves you, they will understand it. And that is it. Take care.